Okay, gang, a new project I'm working on is I'm setting all my EB1s to a manual reset. And the reason for doing that is when you get a short on a track and it keeps on retrying, and that could short out your decoders. So I'm setting up all my EB1s so they're in the manual reset. And I got these push buttons which has an LED in them. And there's 4 contacts on there. 2 are short and 2 are long. And the long one is for the LED and the short ones are for the push button. And what I did was I cut some wire and skinned it. One wire is longer than the other, so the one that's the long one goes on the long stem, so I know which one is the LED wire. And I got 4 sets of wires here. I got 4 to do. So I'll show you the EB1s. I have them mounted on boards here, and so I pre-drilled all the holes in the boards to put the push buttons in. I got one here, and these are all the addresses for the EB1s. I'll show you how I do that in the next session after I get all the wires on there. And the first one I did was this one, and I set that to address 244. So spam call, and I got that board to do. And over here was the first one I put in, and I got all those buttons in, but I got to set up the boards to accept the push button. And then the last one is over here. There's 3 there, but there's going to be 2 more districts once I get my subway system in. So I got those 3. I drilled the holes there on that one too, and I put all the labels on for the addresses for each one of those EB1s. So let's go back over to the workbench, and so that's what I got to do. So I'm not going to show you my soldering. Everybody knows how to solder, and I'll be back later and show you once I get them in. And I'll show you how I code them up so that they accept the manual push, and we'll test it out. So we'll see you in the next session. Okay, I'm back. All the push buttons and the wires are soldered on now, and I put them in the holes, and I got the wires, and now I got to push them through the other holes. So I'll be back once I get them all screwed in, and then we'll set them up, and then I'll show you how to do that. So we'll be back in a little while. See you all later in the next session. Okay, I got them all in place, and I got the wires through and hooked them up, and the ports on those screws are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 is the button, and 2 and 3 and 4 are the lights for the LED. So so that's it for that. And the next one I got to do is over here, these 3. So I got to solder the wires on to those 3 buttons and put them in there. And then once I get these all done, then I'll show you how I connect them up and address them and everything. So we'll be back in a little while. See you in the next session. Okay, I just wanted to show you the button before I put it in. And these are the 4 wires. and they get soldered on the bottom, the long ones and the short ones. So let's just take it over to the panel. Let's go over there. It's going to be hard to do it with one hand, but this is what we got to do. And I take them through the hole here. The end of the wire is always curled. Get them in there. And then I just pinch them in a little bit, and then just push the button in. Presto. So the wires are back here. Just pull them down here. And then the next thing I gotta do is pull them through these holes, 1, 2, 3, and then screw them into there. So I'll be back later and show you the configuration. So we'll see you in a little while. See you in the next session. Okay gang, I'm back, and I got all of them set up now, and as I was doing them, I go over to the first one here, and my very first EB1 I put in was missing the setup button. See, it's missing. See, there's a setup button there, and there's not one there, so I can't configure that one. But all the rest of them are done, and all the lights are green. We go back over here, and I'll show you how I code them up. So let me get the power cab over there. Okay, and what we do is we just hit the setup button, which is there, and then those lights start blinking. And then on the power cab, I hit the select accessory button, and I enter 2038. So I got 2038 in there. I hit enter, and I hit 1 for normal. Oh, I'm back on, that's the, and so now the lights stop blinking, and then as you can see they're not blinking anymore. So that address is now set in that EB1, and now I hit the program escape button several times until I get to the one that says program accessory on main, which I have there now, and I hit enter, and then the address is 2038. It remembers the one you entered from the select accessory one, and then I hit enter, and now it's going to ask me for the CV number that I want to code up, which is 131, and that's out of the manual. And I hit enter, and I select a value of 1 and hit enter. Then I hit program escape, and I'm back to my loco. And that now is configured for the reset button. So what we're going to do, and I did all of them, they're all set. And what I'm going to do is up on the track here, on the helix. I got my little trusty screwdriver, and I'm going to put it across both rails. So it's across both rails. Where is it? There it goes. I had to push it down. It wasn't touching it. And now, I wish I could keep it on there. I'm going to keep it on there, and then you can see how the red light is flickering and the green light is flickering. So they're flickering. I'm going to let go of the screwdriver. Now it's off the track, so the short is still, and normally the EB1 would automatically reset, but now with the push button it won't, and we can see that because we're going to go back down here, and there is the flickering light. So what I do now is, all I do is clear the short, and then come back and just push the button, and now it's clear. Now I have a good circuit, and we can put my little tester on there, and we see we got current again. So that's the way I handled my EB1s. And the next thing is my reverse loops. I'm going to figure them out, and now I won't have anything shorting out my decoders. So like I say, I got 2 more to install over there for the subway system I'm putting in. Replace that one there that doesn't have the setup button on it. I don't know what happened to it. And then electrically my layout will be sound, and I won't have any worries, because like I said, I was working on the track up on the 3rd level, and I was getting some shorts every once in a while because of all the turnouts up there and engines and stuff, and it would shut down then come back on. And then I had a couple of engines that I had to do a factory reset on the decoders, so you don't want to have to do that all the time. So we're seeing how this all works out, and this reverse loop up here is what I'm working on. I got a part coming, and I'll show you all how that works out once I get that straightened out. But other than that, we're doing good, and we'll see you all in the next video, and have a great weekend. This is Tom. Take care.